that we're vocalizing.
You got some good hearing.
No, it was when I came to put the hot water bottles in the car.
Oh, okay.
So I heard them. You see them?
They remind me of the Lion King.
Just gonna say that.
But they're not as bad as the movie portrayed them. The lions actually scavenge more. Oh, there is another one. We see the lions scavenging more than them.
Oh, that was nice when we walked right in front of us.
Power lines towards Napa.
Okay, wasted.
In winter, it's nice and hot.
Yeah.
It's not actually as bad as last night. I'm gonna feel more degrees.
Well, more wrapped up.
Yeah, maybe that's it. No shorts tonight.
Mountain is on fire.
Beautiful sunrise.
It started early.
Just a floating head. You see a lion. Oh, hey. See him?
Yeah. Wildebeest.
Lots of power line. Sunrise. Okay, that.
Beautiful.
No.
There is a rhino on the road.
No. I can't see.
His eyesight is so good.
Something that looks like a rhino. Or maybe it's just a termite mound. No, it's not a rhino.
It's not a rhino. It looked like one though.
So some movement. There's a woodpecker.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So tiny.
it's a lot smaller than I was expecting.
Yeah, we heard one in the wood.
Amazing birds. They've got a head that has got sort of like shock absorber muscles, when they can hit on any hard wood without getting a shock.
It's just chilling.
Obviously, I'm doing like cold water, so it pecks me. I like when animals are like moving back to what they do. Right, it's getting better now.
Sound of a dominant male.
It's a lot deeper noise than I was expecting.
Boy there. Right. Look at this guy between the eye and the ear. Can you see that wet area?
Yes.
Right. So there is a temporal gland known as mast. very active, and it starts secreting some fluid, and that shows that the animal is in must. You can see already his body posture is lifting the trunk. He's got his ears open, which means he's highly unpredictable. He's ready to snap. So that's an indication of must. That is one of them. When they are in full must, like the one that was chasing the vehicle yesterday, the back legs will also be wet because of the fluid coming out throughout. And I think there is another elephant on the other side. So they will be wet, the back legs. The genital organ is almost out most of the times because of the hormonal imbalance in their body. So they will be dominated by testosterone, and that's why they are a little bit frustrated, and they will try to approach any moving object when they can't get the females. So the females have to be sexually receptive for them to allow the males. So it doesn't happen. Sometimes this must will happen when there is no female that is in estrus, and that's why these guys, they get so frustrated and angry. But for older boys, they know how to handle it because they've gone and must a number of times, so they know that stage of hormones. But young bulls, like the first, second, it normally throws them off, and that's when they will attack even vehicles. So you just have, when you are around a mast elephant or a male elephant that is in mast, you just have to be very careful around them. So that's why last night I could tell that besides its behavior, I could see the back legs were wet. And of course that the male chased that vehicle at all signs of being in mast.
Okay.
The temporal gland, it's there even on females, but on females it only becomes active when the animal is stressed. They will secrete colorless fluid. For males it's more thick, black, brown stuff that comes out. And when they are in full mast, they leave a trail of like pungent smell that you can pick up even from a distance, or where they would have walked, you can pick up that smell.
Who knew elephants were that dangerous?
Badass.
Your blanket is hanging outside. Your blanket.
What?
I think the blanket behind you.
Oh, it's hanging out.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Imagine we got chased by an
Like dancing.
elephant. Yeah.
You look at these impalas, they look like they are wet, like someone put water on them. So what is actually happening is they are trying to avoid the cold. So they puff up the fur, just creating sort of like a front where all the hair is trapped into those fur, and with the heat that is generated by the body, I create that boundary so that the cold air won't get to their skin, and that's how they avoid. And if you look at even the birds in the morning, they are like that as well. They will have their feathers puffed, and that's how they will avoid. On a nice hot day, these guys, they look smooth and shiny with a beautiful coat. But unfortunately now in the morning they have to try and cool down. This is a small bachelor's head, which is a head of non-breeding males, which I normally call them the bunch of losers. So we've seen the males, like the dominant males by themselves, dominant males with the breeding head.
I'd rather breed to losers, my friends.
These are all boys of different ages. We've got one that is fully grown. We've got the ones with these tiny horns that are going towards each other.
I'd rather breed, yeah. I'd rather breed this group. We've got friends.
There's a jackal line there.
Oh yeah, it's one laying down.
Oh, baby.
It's just chilling.
It's cold for everyone, and they're trying to keep warm. In most cases, you'd find them lying on elephant or even buffalo, rhino dung, just to get the heat from the dung. Alright, let's leave him alone.
Now he looks at you.
The impalas are not threatened by him because jackals are very small to pin down a fully grown impala. So as a result, they evolved to be able to accommodate anything when it comes to food. Jackals will eat anything. I normally refer to them as the Catholics. I'm sorry, you might be Catholics, but what it refers to, if you look at the Catholics compared to most of the other religions, they don't have boundaries in what they eat. And for these little animals, little fox-like animals, for them to survive, they will eat anything.
You just want to go chill.
And make your way. So they will eat fruits, they will eat eggs, birds, animal after birth, baby animals. We've seen them even eating baby animals' dung. zebra dung because of the milk content. I've seen them eating dung beetles. When you see them going through the elephant dung, they'll be looking for dung beetles. So anything that can go down their throat, they will handle, which is a strategy to survive. If they had evolved to pin down their diet on meat alone, it was going to be difficult for them to survive because they are small animals and they don't have a lot of prey that they can pin down.
They look so innocent. Spot something.
It's like the little snooze.
Some buffaloes.
Oh, buffalo.
Pita, pita, pita. Pita, pita, pita.
Approach with caution.
Car crashing.
Pita, pita, kumlan. Peter, I've got a large denarii about to cross the airport lane. So maybe we can come there.
What a big boy is
The
that?
head of breeding head of buffalo.
They don't like the look of us.
They're very skittish, our buffaloes. But, just waiting for my colleague to get here and then we'll go a little bit closer. This is a breeding head of buffaloes. You normally get like 2 heads. You get what is known as a breeding head, which comprises of a number of bulls, young and old, and then females, and also their young ones. And then you get what is known as the bachelors or bachelors, which is a head of bachelors. Those males by themselves, and sometimes it's just old males by themselves, which we normally call the dagger boys. They would have retired from all the politics of the head, having to contest for breeding. They would have done all that, and they choose to take an easier approach of life where they look for comfort than anything else, and they will spend much of their time taking themselves into mud. Hence the reason why Gaga, it's one of the like Nguni language, which means mud. These are the African buffaloes, which are always mistakenly called the water buffaloes. We don't have water buffaloes here. Water buffaloes are India. So these are the African buffaloes. They are all under the bovine family, same as the bisons as well. But these are the African buffaloes. The bovine family has been threatened over years by the outbreak of disease, tuberculosis mainly. They still get foot and mouth, but tuberculosis is the one that it's known to have like affected up until like 80% of the world's bovine animals. Like our buffalo in the world, it is believed that more than 80% of these buffaloes are infested with tuberculosis. It doesn't seem to affect them. It doesn't seem to get them sick because they've developed the immune system over the years. But it can slowly affect the other animals that they live together with. And most surprisingly, they've been known to host three of the bacteria that cause tuberculosis in different spectrum. You get what is known as what do you call Mycobacteria tuberculosis, which can cause TB to human beings. You get Mycobacteria bovis that can, of course, in the bovine animals, and you get Mycobacteria avis, which you get from the birds. And these guys can successfully host three of those bacteria. So, because of that status and statistics, there was a small percentage of buffaloes that were said to be disease-free, or some of them are still actually disease-free. Those are the buffaloes that were crazy over the past few years on the market. I remember there was a female that fetched up to like 40 million rands on auction.
Wow.
Because people were breeding and sending them overseas. There was that rush of the buffalo cheese mozzarella, which is said to be one of the most expensive cheese in the world. So people were breeding them, but the market has fallen now. So there are people that have got these big heads of buffaloes that they were breeding in the hopes that one day they will take them to the market and be millionaires. But the dream has shattered. It looks like a very big head.
There's loads of them. Let's get closer, eh?
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I was looking for this guy.
Yeah, I've been
Yesterday
looking.
was on Makafeng.
You know, you can just buy me a bells.
I will make a plan.
In most of the places, I mean, they're not as this skittish. But I think because of the thick bushes that they're used to be in most of the day, they become a little bit skittish. But I've seen bigger heads. I remember I went to Chobi, and I don't know if it was a number of heads that had come together, but those buffaloes, I think they were anything like 1,500.
Wow.
And we waited like for 45 minutes for them to finish crossing the road. It was like buffaloes everywhere. Of course, they were not like in a rush or running. They were feeding and taking their time. we sat there like for 45, almost an hour. Yeah, all standing in the bush here. Billy Kumblani. Billy Kumblani.
Can hear that in the bush.
Thank you.
It's like something from Jurassic Park.
That's buffaloes.
Even getting closer.
Buffalo. Billy Kumblani. Billy Kumblani.
All staring. They're all just staring.
So the difference between a male and a female buffaloes. The males have got the horns that come together, forming what is known as a boss. So it's an accumulation of keratin. Like for instance, you see the one that is looking at us through the bushes here. It's one of the males, not fully grown, but you can see already he's forming the boss. And then the females, they don't have the keratin on the forehead. That's difference between the female. And of course, with the size, females are much bigger.
So that's a female right there.
Yes, that is the female. They are determined to cross. He's just waiting for us to move and cross. Like coming up for any activity that at 9 o'clock will be fine, but from there at least we can go back to the lodge. I think let's meet 8:45 at the airstrip. buffaloes.
Oh, buffaloes.
Impressive.
Some living large denarii on Greyport Main, south of pipeline junction, just before the bend there. They are stationed on the western side of the large light.
Got a drill sticking up.
That's very fun. Approach Southwest Park. I was driving it.
Loads of drama. Stand by nearby the Twitter, or maybe it took us develop. Those two lionesses that we saw yesterday, they are killing a baby giraffe, but unfortunately we're going to allow it to here because we're going to stand by. That's why all these giraffes are here.
Pera varume. Ure uku yakazvarira
Still kicking.
zvandisina kunzwa.
Slow mo join sa changano for me zalo. Oh, ta hlupheka muthi.
Really? Yes. Ubuama. Can you hear that sound? Yeah. So lions, when they eat, they don't just like grab and pull like what the dog would do. So they cut small pieces of meat by what is known as canazal shear. So the teeth on the side, they work together like a scissors. So when they cut in the meat, they sort of like lie by the side, and that's when you hear that sound. It's like a scissor cutting through. It's like when they're going through the skin as well, they do that as well.
Will they eat that all, or will the male lion come to have some?
From the sound of it, there's a cheetah that made a kill, and it seems like the male lion just came from nowhere and took over.
Oh, so he's happy with.
I didn't get whether it was an impala. Obviously, a cheetah will go for an impala.
And then the lion will go.
Maybe something small. Yeah, lions and hyenas will always steal kills from the cheetah. Yummy.
let's go and wait on the other side now. No, side, no more.
Brian, I'll be giving me to.
I said, sometimes I will be laughing by myself. So, yeah.
So if they hit cubs, they will make sure that the cubs eat first. I've seen a situation where the prey is small, and then what the mother will do will come and just open it and let the cubs eat. If it's just enough for the cubs, she won't eat anything. So before they stop bothering her, and then she can hunt and
She has to like find the prey. The cubs follow her around.
no, when they're still young, she leaves them. They will just be like hidden somewhere. Then she will go hunt. Once she finds something, she will come and call the cubs.
And they'll come.
Is it rare to see cubs?
Yeah, there is.
What they do is
Tiny cubs. Only young.
that's not small.
Still cold. What am I looking at?
It wasn't like very good, but I mean to hear them crunching.
Yeah.
Have a look.
The lions go eat.
Maybe like
very social, but they don't have a strong bond amongst themselves. They are animals that have got a loose kind of association, and they can move and drift. These grouping, so they don't have like a permanent structure. And that kind of behavior, we see it also between the mother and the calf. The mothers are not very like too close like most of the mothers are. They are reluctant leaving the baby, sleeping, and they will go some distance. And that's what normally exposes these babies because there will be some distance. And the best thing that they know of is to try and run as fast as they can. That's the only defense that they do have. And now running with that kind of a body, if you are stretched to go like 45 kilometers an hour and uneven ground, rocky areas, it's easy also with the bushes for them to trip themselves, and the lions will take advantage of them. So that in general, giraffes can defend themselves very well by using their legs. They can produce a very powerful kick, um, which has been documented that a number of times they've killed lions from just that kick. But lions have got also their own strategies. I've seen a big male jumping onto the back leg and just holding for dear life and just biting up until the animal succumbed from that. I've seen a female jumping up to the shoulder hump there from the ground, jump there. So the giraffe will try by all means to, avoid. So it happened first time, second time, the third time. As she tried to dodge the lion was already on the neck, and she fell down in the motion. And that was the end.
Do they communicate? Because we haven't heard them.
Giraffe are mute animals.
Yeah.
If they do communicate, there might be some kind of like infrasonic or intrasonic wave, which we haven't actually known at the moment. We know elephants you communicate in what is known as infrasonic wave, and that can travel between 20 to 40 kilometers, and they can recognize up to like 100 different sounds. We know dolphins as well, they can communicate in what is known as ultrasonic, and that also hundreds of kilometers. But as of giraffe, they are animals without a voice box, so they don't make any sound except sharp. Yeah. Except, of course, they will make like a donkey or zebra like them. That's the only sound that we know. But I would like to believe that there is some kind of communication that they do have.
Are there some darker giraffes over there, or is that just the sunlight?
It's just genetics.
Okay.
You get darker ones. There's one that we saw this morning was actually black as a smoothing. These ones are more brown.
Yeah.
A lot of people used to think that they get darker with age, or the males are darker than the females, which is all theories. It's not true. We've seen, like in this game reserve, there are females that are darker than the males, and there are males that are darker than the females. So it all depends with the genetics. And also, these animals, they respond to the surrounding environment. That's why I always say that geographical isolation has got a huge impact on the well-being of the animals. It shapes the animals, the color, the size, the type of nutrients. So it's an adaptation where they want to live in that kind of environment. And now, starting a game reserve, it would have required bringing giraffes from different places so as to create a gene pool, a stronger gene pool.
Okay.
So that's why you see them in different colors like that.
And you really noticed it today. Didn't really see that yesterday, but it's quite cool seeing the different shades and stuff.
Sorry?
It's quite cool seeing the different shades.
Oh,
Because we didn't really see that yesterday, did we?
No.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see them closer to the road. They are fascinating animals.
Mm.
There's so much that you can talk about, look and experience with the giraffes. All right.
Giraffe.
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa. There's loads of them.
Baby Pumbaa.
There's quite a few of them. Very skittish in most cases. All you see is them running.
Very good. Thanks. Yeah, my name's William.
Nice to meet you, William.
Just going to do the one techie.
We saw quite a lot, didn't
We're
we?
used to it all.
Yeah, that's the norm for you guys, right?
Natural cycle, eh? They have to eat as well.
Exactly.
They have to survive. They just need to use more energy to do so.
But no, it was very good. Good morning. So where we're going for our breakfast, is that like, obviously it's a bush breakfast, so it's out in the open, right?
So it's out in the open, yeah. We're not far.
So we interact with will the animals come close?
Well, they could. I mean, it's all open.
Yeah.
But with the activity of the setup and everything,
Probably not.
and the smells of humans and that, they do keep a distance, but it doesn't stop them from walking past.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They don't want to eat us. Half 8? Oh no.
This morning safari went really quick. Oh wow, that's all set up.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones. I thought oh no, we are.
That's just them bringing us over.
Oh, VIP.
I just thought it
Morning.
would be good to do. Wow.
This is cool.
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh no, there is another couple. Well, they've just finished. Good morning.
Alrighty, welcome guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, enjoy your breakfast. Here we go.
It smells great.
As you can see, we've got a lot of food prepared for you guys. The table's right over there.
They know me well.
Alright, so if you guys need to use the lift, right around the corner there.
Oh,
just if you go
perfect.
open up the water.
Which side do you want to go?
This side.
Yeah?
I'm just gonna go for a wee.
Yeah, I'll be after you. Wow. Here is our toilet where we have our food. And it's... We're in the wild with a random toilet. So for an extra £20 per person, we get a bush breakfast. Which honestly looks insane. Out in the wild, hopefully some animals walk past. Such a cool little setup.
I know. Oh good.
We are being spoiled. Look at that fruit.
So good. Oh, this is nice temperature. Oh, so fun.
That was a very, very nice breakfast.
Good idea.
Living
Literally every option she gave me, I was like, I want. Getting a Miss Cole. Yeah, that's how much it was altogether. wind.
Don't lose your hat.
This boy.
Yeah. So there's the pool and the watering hole's just in front of it.
You're like a brolly.
And we're back.